up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Thank you for clicking on another video. As you can tell by the title, we are transforming the E36 today, and it is going to be super sweet. This is something I'm very excited for. I've been planning for a while. First thing we have to do is we have to go to my shop, grab some tools, and then I gotta drive an hour to pick up these parts that are crucial for the transformation, which I'm not gonna tell you what it is just yet. You guys are gonna have to keep watching the video and find out what it is. But once you do, we'll go over the whole game plan and start getting after it.
One eternity later.
Boys, mission success. Oh God, I know that looks like a bunch of junk in here, but trust me, this is valuable junk that I just got really cheap. And when we get back to the shop, we'll discuss all the stuff I got. Finally back in the shop and no longer in a truck. It has been a couple of days since we went and got all of our parts here, which you can now see. We have full black interior, well, at least all of the black interior pieces that I'll be using for my E36. So yes, that means we are transforming the interior of the E36. We're gonna put full black interior in it. I also have some really cool pink carpet up here that we're gonna put in it as well. And basically my whole reasoning behind this is, well, I'm bored and I want the car to be a little bit more comfortable, and I just think it'd be nice to have. But I realized something when I bought all this interior. Now I bought this super cheap, so it's not a big deal, but I was missing a very important piece, which was the shifter trim. And well, that shifter trim is like $130 on like eBay, and there was no part outs that had any of them. So my good friend Corey was on Facebook Marketplace, and well, things escalated, and I bought a whole nother E36 because it's got the trim piece I need. Now, this thing was extremely cheap. I mean, it's a car. So it was cheap, really cheap. I think that like 2 of those shifter trims would have paid for the whole car. So with that being said, now this car is a part out. Like, we're not doing anything with it. It's got a 4-cylinder in it. It's got a full manual transmission in it, you know, all that good stuff. And yeah, so this car is getting parted out because, well, I'm broke and I need money. So, and I want to go drifting. So yeah, that's why it's getting parted out. But one cool thing that I do have is some clips from when Corey and I went to go pick this up. So we're going to go back in time and play those clips right now. Truck, a trailer, and a wallet. This can only mean one thing. Hi! What's up? In the truck again. But thankfully, not my truck. We got a little bit of a different scenery, and I'm the passenger princess. We got Corey driving today. But yeah, we are on the way right now to go buy a car, obviously, as you saw in the clip before. And I'm excited. I'm super excited. You probably saw what kind of car it is from the title of the video. It's going to be an E36. It's probably going to be a jalopy, so don't get your hopes up for a clean one right now, but we're going to see when we get there, and you guys are going to see it too, obviously. So we're about 20 minutes out, and hopefully it's not as bad as I think it's going to be, because it's really cheap. All right, ready?
I'm ready.
We're here. I'm gonna try to secretly record as much as I can and bring you guys with. Ooh. All right, what did we do?
Something, I'm not really sure.
We got it. This is the new jalopy.
Don't expect to see too much of this thing, honestly.
Yeah, I drift them. I'll show you a picture. Should hold, and if it doesn't, it's just the trunk. All right, you gonna say it? You gotta hit the straps. Yeah, it might go somewhere. The first thing that we have to do before we even start messing with putting interior in the car is clean this. This is not gray. This is black. There's just... Oh, I'm gonna drop everything. My bad. It's not gray, it's black. There's just a ton of body shop dust on it. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna grab some tough stuff and some microfiber rags, and I'm gonna get to work and turn the heater back on because you guys don't need audio for me cleaning. So, and it's cold. Let's get to it. Okay, I gotta start this off by saying I am shocked right now. This interior cleaned up so nice, and like the price I paid for this is crazy. Like I paid less for this than full tan interior times 2. Like I'm just gonna turn the camera around, you guys can see it for yourself, and you can see exactly how nice this interior is. I feel slightly bad that I'm gonna cut a lot of this up. So yeah, cleaned up super well, super happy with it. And now we're going to pull back in the E36 and we're gonna start prepping that to get this interior put in. We gotta take the seats out and a couple other things and take the dash out because I have a black dash, as you can see behind me, for it. And yeah, so let's get it back inside. Alrighty, so the first thing that we have to do is pull our passenger seat and our driver's seat out and then pull the dash out. I started getting ahead of myself and I got the back seat just kind of laid in here for right now, and I'm kind of looking at how we're gonna have to do the back seat. And what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just going to cut this back seat here so it can just slide over the cage. And I know there is going to be some people that are pretty mad at me for cutting up these seats because they are really clean. There's like no cracks, no tears or anything like that, and yeah, they're nice seats. Good for a street car. Probably not what a drift car should have in them, but it's okay. So this is gonna be sick. So already seeing the vision come to life. So yeah, let's go ahead, stop getting ahead of ourselves, let's get all this cleaned out and go from there. As you can see, we got our seats out, and now it's time to pull the dash out, our switch panel here, and just get everything removed. That way we can get our black dash in, get our carpet in, and go from there. As you can see, the dash is out. The interior is pulled apart because there wasn't really much to do. And we got our black dash up on the car. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to go over this entire black dash. I'm going to cut everywhere that needs to be cut. And then we'll be able to put this in the car. And we'll start trying to figure out how we're going to mock everything up. So yeah, so far so good. I'm really excited. I cannot wait to get this in the car and the rest of the interior, and it's just gonna look so sick. Like, just having the back seat in, it already feels so much better. I know that sounds dumb, but this is gonna be cool. So let's go ahead, start cutting up this dash, and then we will put it in the car. All right, black dash is cut and matches up to our tan dash pretty decently. Let's throw it in and see if I cut everything right the first try, and hopefully it fits. I didn't record me cutting it because I definitely didn't cut it the right way, I don't think. I don't know, I've never cut a dash before. I'm not gonna lie, I just used a grinder. So I didn't want to film that, but I already just told you guys what I just did, so I guess I could have filmed it. Let's get the dash in. You guys may not believe this, but your boy cut the dash perfectly first try. It's not like mounted or anything yet, but man, seeing a black dash in here is just, it's so much better than the tan already. Like, oh, this is sick. I'm so excited. So let's keep going. I got to figure out how I want to mount my switch panel now, and we'll go from there. Okay, so the last clip, I think I said I was going to start piecing together the dash. I think the best plan of action right now is I'm going to clean the interior and put the carpet in and then work from there. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I am definitely uncomfortable right now. This is just, I don't know. It just seems like a lot. So I'm trying to process it all, and I'm trying to piece together the interior the best way I can without making it look completely ratchet. You know, I want it to look somewhat decent. So yeah, I'm gonna clean the interior out, get the carpet in, and then work from there. But yeah, this is definitely a little intimidating. Mainly just because I'm like working around somebody else's work. I haven't touched this part of the car really yet, besides like doing the handbrake and the seats. So yeah, let's see what I can figure out. Boys, oh man, I'm stoked right now. Pink carpet. I don't know how I was going to feel about it when it was in the car, but it's looking pretty killer right now. So now that I have the carpet laid out where I want it to be, I'm going to go through with a razor blade and start making some slits, making some cuts. That way it fits around the cage and fits in the car a little better, because as you can see, we ain't fit too well right now. But give me a couple minutes here for you guys, a couple seconds. We'll get this all situated, and then we'll start working on the center section. I'm gonna be honest, it's been a couple of days since you've seen me in the last clip, and I just got overwhelmed a little bit with doing this interior and also parting out that thing. That ended up going way faster than I thought it would, and just got a little overwhelmed with everything. And the one day I just came in here and I just got to work, and I didn't really record much, but we did jump ahead quite a bit. There is still a little bit left, but here's where we're at. So we got our seat in. We actually took our Momo out, and I put this Recaro in just because I'm honestly tired of the Halo seat, or containment seat, whatever you want to call it. Tired of it. I only have to use it for one track, and I don't ever go to that track. So no need to have it. But we got your dash in, cluster back in. We got center console stuff all together. We got some sweet floor mats and a sick air freshener from my friend's companies, which I will link down below in the description. So that's where we're at. I apologize if you're watching this video and it didn't turn out as exciting as I was hoping it was going to be, but regardless, it's just interior, so I didn't think it was going to be that exciting to begin with. But anyway, we got to get that stuff cleaned up over there, get it out of the car. We got to get our passenger seat in. We have to mount our fire extinguisher back to where it was, and then we also need to paint the inside of the doors black, because that I think is going to be huge in itself. We'll also we might do the door jambs. I don't know if I'm gonna do those yet today. It's honestly not the best day to paint, but that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get those painted black because I don't have door panels yet. And then I'll show you exactly when it's all done. But anyway, let's get to sanding on these doors. First things first was I wrapped all this plastic around my new interior. And I know what you're thinking. Corey, why didn't you just paint the doors before you put in the interior? I don't know. I'm asking myself the same thing right now. So yeah, we got that. Now it's time to sand down the door. Now I know what you're thinking. Corey, this is the worst prep work I have ever seen in my entire life. And you're right. It's not great prep work. But at the end of the day, there is going to be door panels that go on this car. So realistically, I just need the black to be in the areas that the door covers or door panels won't cover. So I'm just trying to make this good enough. This isn't right. Don't do this at home. I'm not saying this is right. I'm saying this is the completely wrong way of doing this. But now with our area cleaned, we're gonna go ahead and start taping this down, and then we're gonna do a little and then I'm gonna get really high from the paint fumes. Okay, we're basically masked off. I just gotta put some paper on these holes so the window doesn't get painted. And yeah, we're gonna get these things black, like right now. All right, first coat is now done. We're gonna give this about 10-15 minutes and then spray on our next coat. I'm doing 10-15 minutes because it's totally not the correct temperature to do this, but again, door panels are covering this. It just needs to get covered so it's not red. Boom! 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 I don't know why I just said that.
Stop doing that.
Stop doing that.
Stop doing that.
Stop doing that.
That door's painted black. I know what you're thinking. Oh, Corey, aren't you worried about overspray on the window? No, I'm not, because I can literally just wipe some paint thinner on the window, do a little scrapey, and it's all going to come off. I got most of the holes covered, so there's really not going to be that much, if any at all. Now, also, the windows have this really crappy tint on them that I'm going to be taking off and re-tinting anyway, so I'm sure that I'm just going to kill two birds with one stone with that. But other than that, boom! Door is black, baby. We're going to let that dry, do another coat, and then we'll unmask everything, and well, there's a whole other door to do it to, which I won't show you guys that. I'll just show you when it's done. But back to work. Got the second door painted and drying right now. First door, shoo! This thing looks so much better than what it did. You get the gist. The black on the pink, it looks so much better. Don't mind this. I'm gonna paint that black as well, so that gets rid of more red. But obviously there's still some red that I gotta take care of, but at the end of the day, this looks 10 times better than what it did. I am so pumped. Gosh, can't wait to get some door panels on this thing and really turn this thing around. But let's finish up with this door, then demask it when it's done, get all this out, and put the passenger seat in, get some tools out, vacuum it, and see what it looks like when it's all done. I am finally done with doing this interior makeover, and I'm super excited on how it came out. Now, mind you, we do have to wait for a delete panel to show up and a shift knob that was supposed to be here, but it's not here for some reason, and paint the steering wheel hub, but we're done. Like, we're basically done. Eventually, we'll get some door panels, but enough of me yapping. Let's cut into the B-roll of this fresh new interior.
Now, I didn't get as much interior in the vehicle as I wanted to originally, but I'm super ecstatic with how this came out. This was a very long process, and I know it's been a little bit since I've uploaded a video, so I'm sorry it took me so long to get this one out. It probably is a little bit of a longer one, so if you watch this video all the way through, leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of the car and how the video is. I'm sorry if this wasn't as much of an exciting video, but hopefully it still entertains a couple of you out there. I know not so many people watch my videos, so I don't know who's actually, I don't know who's gonna even, if there's even gonna be one viewer on this video, but I'm rambling. If you guys liked it, please let me know down below in the description. We have a bunch of other cool parts that we'll be putting on very soon. And besides those parts that I just gave a quick glimpse of, we have a ton of other stuff, like cool exterior mods that we're going to be able to do the vehicle, some better suspension components, how to get your inline hydro to lock up a little bit better, a whole bunch of stuff. We got a lot of videos coming, so subscribe if you're new, and if you like the video, click the like button, and let me know what I could do differently on videos in the future. I am going to leave a link down below to both of my friends' shops, Annoying.jp and Execution. If you'd like to check them out, head on over to their website and buy something. But that's it for today's video. That's enough of me rambling. I'll catch you in the next one.